Hello, it's your boy Boink, and today we're going to talk about Excalibur. This will be the second in the series of how to plays, and let's get into it, shall we? Right, start off Excalibur. There's three types of Excalibur. There is the normal Excalibur, which you can choose or farm out when you start. There's Excalibur Prime, which is only available to the people who played the beta, so you're not going to get that if you're going to start now. Only the old farts have got that. And then there's the Excalibur Umbra, which is basically like the Prime. I think, in my opinion, it's stronger because it comes with three formed Umbra mods, and the Prime does not have that. And the Umbra you get from doing the quests, and you'll unlock him. Well, you'll unlock the pieces to build to make him. He's probably your strongest bet to go to. General thoughts on Excalibur. He is basically the sword guy. He can do everything with swords. He's just everything about him makes him swords. So if you like smashing and slicing and dicing, this is the guy to go to. He's one of the best swordsmen in the game. Right, so if we go to his abilities, the first one is slash and dash. Basically, you zoom up to him, get out your exalted blade, and smack him with it. That is probably one of my favourite moves in this entire game. You can move around the map very quickly by zooming into enemies and zooming around the map and getting those kills in. You'll find if you're using this efficiently, you can get the most kills in a map by just slicing and dicing, where other people are trying to use like a Brammer or something, cluster bomb and everything, where you're just killing them faster. Then you've got your radio howl, which is basically a blind. It just blinds the enemies, so you can then, they stop shooting you and they stand still, and you can just go around and slice them and turn them into crabs. Easy peasy. And then you've got your radial javelin. This basically sends out a load of javelins to players to pin them up against the walls, but you'll find that this is kind of weak against higher level mobs, so you can either swap this out with your Hemlith, or if you mod this, you mod your frame to complete power, you can make this good. But to be fair, it's good for cleaning up low level things if you're farming something. But I'd swap this out for something like Empower from the Hemlith to make all your other moves a bit more powerful. And then you've got what makes Excalibur the ultimate boss at fights is Exalted Blade. This is a blade that's on him that you can mod itself, and this will just absolutely slice, dice, kebab, you name it. It just fucking cuts through anything. It is your big boy. So this is why I mod this character for efficiency. I will do the. I've got an explanation later on which explains the difference between efficiency and duration, and what is the best in for this frame at least. And then you've got the passive, which just basically makes him do more damage while wielding swords. So why not have your swords out? And then of course you got your tips which you can go through. And yes, so let's get into his mods. Well, let's just talk about his Exalted Blade. So depending on which version of Excalibur you got Exalted Blade or Umbra Blade or Prime Blade, depending on which version of the frame you got. But you can upgrade this in itself and put mods in this. This comes with 2 Umbra mods, so you might as well put them in. And when you've got Umbra mods in, if you put 2 in, they're even better than if you've only got 1. So if I take 1 out, you'll see that pressure is 110, but I put that in, and pressure now is 137. So, it's always better to have more than one of these mods than it is to have few. You can mod this up like this if you wish, but you can, put just normal Fever Strike, normal Fury if you haven't got the former in. I've got to go one more former. As you can see, Healing Return has not got a, can't put a lot of points in that one. So I'm going to put another former here to make this one cost less, put more into Healing Return, and then I can swap out Healing Return if I need a bit of survivability or critical damage. So I'll put the critical mod in there just to give it a bit more crit if I don't need the survivability. So if we go to his mods, this is how I mod him generally. He comes with 3 Umbral mods, which is very good. So he's got Intensify, which is strength, armor, and vitality. These are basically the only survival mods you need, because they're just giving you absolutely tons. I get 1,000 health. I'm getting like 877 armor, and these ain't even modded fully yet. So if I can put these up, these will make everything a bit much stronger. I'd go with Steel Charge. Basically, it increases your melee damage, and as this is the melee boy, why not? Plus, this is one of the more powerful auras, which give you a few more points in space. So as you can see, I've modded in for power, and then I've modded in for efficiency. I went with for efficiency just for this, basically. So when you're looking at the different types of abilities, they have all the stats with your current mod set. So as you can see here, the drain on Exalted Blade is 6.25, and the drain per second, like the drain when you cast it, is 6.25, and the drain while it's out is 0.63. So that's taking a very little energy to keep that blade out and doing a lot of damage. So I've set up another config just to see the difference between duration and efficiency. So the next one, this is pure duration, 100% efficiency, because I haven't done anything to modify efficiency. The range has gone down because I put narrow-minded just to get that duration up as much as I can, and a little bit of continuity, you know, just to do that as well. So I've got the same power mods, so the strength is exactly the same, but the duration and range are the only ones that are really affected. But you can take out narrow-minded and put more duration in if you wish, just to keep the range a bit higher. But this is just for purposes of showing what the drain will be on Exalted Blade. So then the initial drain is 25. So when I cast it, 25 energy gone straight away. And then as I'm walking around, it takes 1.17 energy. So as you can see, that is more drain than if I had efficiency modded, which I have here, and that is, you know, the initial cast is only 6, and the drain per second is 0.63, which is so much better, I believe, in keeping as much energy as you can. I've got this in. I could have flow and take this out and former this, but as I'm former starved at the moment, I haven't done much, so I put this in just to give me a bit of energy when I get hit, just to keep the energy up. But to be honest, if you've got like your companion dropping energy orbs like Death Cube, you'll be fine. You know, you can just run around with your blade out and slash and dash everything. So let's see how he works. Let's go into my spec. Make sure I've got that. I've got no other weapons because, quite frankly, he doesn't need them. You can put other ones on there. Like, I just select the Brammer for something far away, and then a secondary, just, you know, make you feel a bit comfortable while the Brammer is out of ammo, basically. So yeah, Cronin Prime, you can use any blades, basically. Blades I actually like to use when you're starting out. Say if you're a new beginner and you're starting out. Dual Ether, very nice blades. You can buy these from the market and build those. Very good. Or you get the, I can't even say this word, but you get this from when you unlock Umbra. So that's very good. Orphis Prime is very good. The same Orphis is good. The Exoris, very good if you mod this one up. Heat Swords, very nice. Or if you can farm the new area, these blades, the Predidos, are very nice. But I would go with Dual Ether. They got very high damage, and you can mod those very well and very easily. Plus they have a good Riven disposition, which makes them even better if you've got a Riven. But I'll stick with the Chronom because they look absolutely sick, plus they do a lot of damage. But anyway, we're not even going to use those blades. Let's Let's go in. So basically, oh, it's got to spawn the mobs. That would help. So basically, if you saw a massive load of mobs, you would probably how to blind them all, and then you whip out your blade and slice and dice. As you can see, this is just absolutely insane at smashing everything. It has such a high status chance that if you just mod this with flat statuses, you can absolutely tear down anything. You see, I've still got this out, and the drain is not even taking any of the energy. It is very good. So if we simulate these again, this also affects your slam. You know, that makes a lot of damage. The javelin as the howl. See, it's not that good against high level enemies. These are a level 130. As you see, it didn't do absolutely anything to them. Absolutely terrible ability. But the Exalted Blade treats them like butter. And you can kill these very easily. So thoughts basically, he is a very good character if you're solo playing, or if you're in a group, you're very good at helping people kill stuff. Like you can blind them, smash them. If you're running through stuff, just blind them and walk through if you just don't want to kill. But you can just slice and dice with your blade out, doing what you like basically. The negatives about this character, he's not very good at controlling very big open spaces. He can get, you know, caught out if you're basically doing steel path and you're doing like a very open map. He can get caught out with a load of ranged enemies shooting you, because his radial howl won't get that long and stop them. But you can negate this by basically zooming to the enemies. If I show that, if you watch my health bar up in the top right, when I zoom, that goes to the silver, which means I'm invincible. So you know, you can just hop around like a yo-yo smashing them. It is very good fun hitting that button. Plus you're hitting them with your Exalted Blade, especially if you've got the out. It just, you know, gives the thing. If I put out the Cronin and do it, see, I get out my Exalted Blade and smash him with that. It is very good fun playing with the slash and dash. But yeah, that's basically Umbra in a nutshell. He's very good at solo stuff, solo missions, and he's very good in a team, but open area is his main downfall. But then you can equip bows and ranged weapons to make, you know, negate some of that if you want to go solo. But he is probably one of my best frames out there. He is very good. And that, guys, is Umbra. Please comment below which frame you'd like to see next. I've got a wealth of frames, and I'm currently building oh my god, I'm useless with names. Hydroid Prime. So this one's going to get fed to my Hemlith, and I'm going to put the Prime in there. But as you can see, I've got loads of Primes, and I will do a rundown on how to play. I might do Octavia next. She's pretty good, or even Volt. What do you think? Please comment below, and I'll do your favorite frame and see if I get the stats that you like. Remember, these videos are all in my opinion, and you don't have to follow them as a strict guide, but this is, you know, to help you out and get you started, or to give you tips and tricks on how to play and how to get a little bit more damage, or a little bit, you know, more survivability. Anyway, it's been Boink, and it's been very good seeing you again. I don't know what to say at the end of these movies, or films even. Fuck me. But anyway, have a good time, and I'll see you in the next one.